Togo, they have a slave market called Aneko Abegafo slave market. Benin, they have Wida, Glapa, Abome, and Badagry. So all those slaves were transported by foot. They were forced barefooted into the fort over here. And they were kept over here for a month or two before being transported across the Atlantic. And then most of them were sold in a Danish Norwegian island, St. Croix, St. Thomas, St. John. Formerly it was called West Indies, but now US Virgin Island. And some of them find their way into South Carolina, North Carolina. So each of the dungeons take about 100 to 200 slaves, but initially no window. So all this window was created when the fort was sold to the British in 1850. So inside the dungeon, the slaves defecate, urinate, sleep there, and they were dying through insanity conditions. Even the water, they will pour it under the door. They have to use their tongue to lick it. Food were thrown to them through the window. They have to struggle for it. And finally, they use hot iron, which bear the name of the company, to mark various parts of their body for easy identification. And the trade by then was so persuasive that even the smallest community, they have to go on a warpath in order to secure slaves, to get arms to defend themselves when attacked. An unfortunate one were then marched to establish slave market. We have the Atoko slave market not far from here. It's just like how Asim Manso, Salaga, and Sandema slave market is. So the slaves were put on display and they were sold to the highest bidders. And they also use shea butter or palm oil to rub the body of the slave just to make them very attractive to the buyers. And then Samuri and Babatus in the north, they were raiding, kidnapping, and they channeled their slaves through Tetekrati, that's the route, into the fort over here. So when the slaves arrived, they were sorted, weighed, branded. And then they opened their mouth to estimate their age by the state of their teeth. They count the teeth. When they're up to 32, they know they're fully grown adult. That's what it means. So children and younger ones were counted as quarter, half, with a piece of cargo, depending upon the estimated commercial value. So they can make 3 children the price of 1 adult slave. So this is the female side of the fort. And the other end, that's the male portion. You know, slave trade was a trade by barter. So when you get there, I'll show you the item they used to buy the slave with. At first it was a trade by barter. They were using brandy, whiskey, mirror, gun and gunpowder in exchange for slave. And later on they start using cowrie shells. The cowrie shells, I'll show you. So we are going around to have a look.
Okay.
Let's look.
Yeah, peep in here real quick. Take a look. These are the new windows and ventilation systems that they set in the 1800s. I've been here so many times, I feel like I'm just for
These are original windows.
yeah, that was no window.
None at all.
Nah.
So over here, this is why the female slave bath. The female one, this is why they bath. So the governor have the chance of selecting them, sleeping with them. That's why you have a lot of mulattoes in Keta. So the water they bath to remains here in case they are thirsty. They drink the same water they were bathing with. So he select them by sleeping with them. When they conceive, they leave them around. And after they deliver, the mother will be taken away and the child remains with them. They were groomed, they were interpreting the language for them over here. So they become part of their business over here.
That over there is the punishment. For the Americans who think Africa didn't go through slave trade or slavery.
So over here, okay. So the fort is how it was before the city is right part of it. You know, slave trade was a trade by barter, as I was telling you. And later on, they started using the cowrie. So 500 cowrie by a female slave, and 300 for the male. The female were more expensive just because over there they give birth and they sell to other plantation women. So 500 for the female. And our money developed the name from it. This is what we call